That's all right. The material was still good. And I tell you what, Saul, that was pretty funny. And you know who else is funny? The King of Canada, Mr. Stewart.
Good afternoon. We're still in lockdown here in Canada. We're all backwards up here. Nothing's open. Except my office door. But anyway, Brian, that was amazing. You did that in the woods. I love that, Brian. Too bad about the shirt. Anyway, Conquering Shield. Here we go. Go on, gentlemen.
That was for you, Steve.
Okay, Mr. Jacob and Mr. Terry, so they've been around quite a few years with me. So even though our studio's still closed, locked down till whenever, I'll give you a little perspective on striking or Conquering Shield, right? Right. Okay, so I remember doing this one with Mr. Trail one time. And Mr. Trail said, show me Conquering Shield. So I showed it to him, and he goes, Steverino, grab me. So I grabbed him, bang! He hit me right in the face. He said, that's Conquering Shield on the street. Where they're just gonna punch you. So, what he did was, as he grabbed, he punched at the same time. So, I learned pretty quick that the way I teach it now, you know, you break it down, dissect it, but at the same time I'm tapping here, everything I do is two-way action. So as I tap here, I'm gonna be striking the point right up here on the outside of the cubicle fossa, the elbow that bends out. Now you can press that point and get some resistance too, but it's not this so much, it's really that I'm worried about. If you control two of the factors, height, width, and depth, you control two, the third one automatically cancels out. So at the same time I'm striking here, I'm striking to a point 2/3 up from the inside of the lower extremity, 1/3 down. Insertion point right in there too. If I just tap it this way, you can feel that I'm okay. My hand's a little sore, but I'm okay. So on the street, a lot of people just use this. I would use the toe. I would hit them straight on with the end of my shoe to get the best result. Trust me, it works. Trail's done it. So at the same time, boom, coming this way, as I come down to the cubicle fossa, that pulls him into me. Insertion point underneath, if I just tap that, you can feel that. That'd be the elbow going up. And if I miss that, allowing margin for error, I can still come down that point using two-way action this way. If I just tap that way, you can see the result. Kind of, you know, in the head there. So at the same time, boom, up, down, and you can hit that way there. Now, you can move to the extension and do all that stuff there. Bring in Terry. What I'd like to do is give him a couple of different perspectives on it. If he grabs and he's shooting the punch at the same time, yes, I can beat to meet it. But what happens if I can't beat it to meet it and he hits it? I can cross that over. It's called cross extensor reflex action. When that happens, the brain has no idea where this arm went to, let alone that leg. Makes it much more easier to manipulate. To test that theory, just face the camera. If I hold it out here, I try to resist. Can't. A little closer. Resist. If I cross the center line of the body, give me resist. He cannot resist that. So it's the corpus callosum. This works this side, that works that side. Hitting his punch point here really hits the motor point, which is where the nerve goes deep into the muscle. It's called the extensor carpus radialis longus. I got a bit of a science background. So, hitting that point, if I fail to beat it to meet it, and he strikes me right away, if I parry that one to the outside, this position here, I can roll him to this point here. I have that point there where I can take him right to the ground. Lock him up or whatever you want. So striking the point in the back of the arm, come over this way, sir. And between the elbow and the shoulder, that point there's a release point, you hit it straight down, again using two-way action, nothing up my sleeve, just tap that, he'll go to the ground. You okay? I'm okay, Dan, I'm okay, Dan. Same thing on a bigger guy, you can do the same thing. If he goes to punch it, I move it over that way, I can roll it to that position there. Now I can just strike him here, or I can just strike at that point. Two-way action again, straight through, you can drive him right to the ground. So, really doesn't matter the side, just angle and direction where you're striking, employing two-way action. Break out the other guy. So a couple points to go over again. If I'm able to beat that to that position. can take them right to the ground right away. Sorry about that, mate. Okay, so what I did there was I just used the toe. So if the toe hits in that side of that leg, that's what can happen. But I'm okay, Dan. He's a little out of commission there. All right, God save the Queen. That's just using the toe to strike in that point there. So don't try this at home. So again, just coming this way. If I beat it to meet it, I won't do that again. I have this here. I come up this way here. I can reach to the opposite side, grabbing the ear, keeping torqued here, and you can take them right to the ground that way there. Come on, back up. It's a little eerie situation. So you have other things that you can do to make it work or not make it work. So if you want to learn, up in Canada, we're doing more of the distance, combat self-defense. So back up a bit, a little bit more of a distance. If he strikes me this way, bang, I strike, boom, bang, boom, bang, hit, boom, this way, bang, and then he falls. That's how we're teaching it here, Dan. That's all I have to say about that. Back to you.
That was some Jedi stuff, Steve.
Gotta love that COVID distance, Kenpo. And I would like to say welcome to your new Uki Terry. I don't think I've seen him before.
He was here last month. He was here last month.
Oh, was he? Okay, well, I hope you're okay there, Terry.
Yeah, he's got some good acting skills.
I'm good. All right, so before we go to our next presenter, I want to tell you a quick story. So this was Tuesday night in class. All right, Tuesday night in class. And Steve Stewart, he talks Canadian. Steve Stewart!
Hey, how are you? Oh, are you all right, Terry?
I'm good, sir.
All right. All right, so we got
Next
Terry.
time.
Yeah, next time. Anyway, the special guest, outstanding today. We got to hit him with our best shot more often. That was tremendous. Outstanding, even from Canada. So anyway, my condolences to my longtime friend Mark Lawler and Gail and the loss of her dad. Goes out to the family from everybody here in Canada. Hope to see them again soon. And to everybody else out there, yes, Brian, we do speak the same language, eh? And it's just a great time hooking up with you guys after all these years. You know, way back in the 90s and beyond. And I can't believe we're in all these countries and I'm sitting here in my studio in Canada, locked down. So I hope to be able to meet the gentleman that presented down the road soon. Outstanding again, great to be with everybody. I am honored and blessed to be with you all. And even with AJ without a shirt on.
Hello, everybody.